Big seed companies have been telling dairymen for years that there's no difference between the best plant for the grain farmer and the best plant for the dairy farmer. That's as convenient for the big seed companies' bottom line as it is harmful to the dairy farmers. Corn grown to feed dairy cows in the U.S. makes up only about 10% of the market. So naturally, the big seed companies are primarily interested in the other 90% of the pie, grain. Why is this harmful to your bottom line? That brings us to why a dairy seed company exists in the first place. First off, going way back to the basics, bovine digestion is different than that of humans, chickens, pigs, and cars. Cows have 4 stomach compartments, which makes them special. Humans, chickens, pigs, and cars all consume grain corn. They use only the grain, the kernel of the plant. A grain farmer takes the stalk, cob, and leaves and throws it all away, leaving just the kernel. The rest is trash to a grain farmer. To a dairy farmer, the whole plant has value because cows eat the whole plant. Naturally, a dairy cow is healthier when she eats a plant that has been designed to cater to her unique digestive system. In other words, a dairy-specific hybrid. Dairy-specific hybrids have been designed with the whole plant in mind, not just the kernel. We asked a dairy farmer and a grain farmer about what they need from their crop.
As a dairy farmer, I look for high-yielding corn silage that has digestible starch and digestible fiber and feeds consistently from year to year.
What do I look for in my corn plant? As a grain farmer, I look for corn yield. Then I look for late season intactness, stay green, dry down, test weight, but primarily yield.
As you can see, a dairy farmer and a grain farmer have very different needs. That brings us to your bottom line. The highest cost of production in dairy is feed cost. Half of what a dairy cow eats is forage, and silage can make up over half of the forage fed to cows. You should be getting the highest level of nutrition possible from that portion of your ration. You paid for it. Only 10% of all corn grown in the U.S. is grown for silage to feed dairy cows, and Prairie Estates Genetics specializes in that 10%. Other seed companies understandably grow for the greater majority, grain farmers. Anybody can talk the talk, but we're the only company that sells only to dairymen, and of course, grain farmers who grow for dairies.